Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready. Shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Alvarez. Chance here to counter. Well, that has not gone well. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Alvarez. Torres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Pedri. Could move up a gear here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
There's the shot! Goal! Al Hilal! Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Palmer.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to pass it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nico Williams, tidy with his distribution.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Maldini. Ball played for Rijkaard. Has a look and plays it forward. Mateus. And here's Thuram. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Mateus with a real chance here.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
McTominay. And he's forced to go back. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Rijkaard. Now McTominay. And it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Palmer. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pull it.
Jeff Chiba certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
Thuram is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, easy pickings there. Yaya Toure. That's Rijkaard. Pullet can be a real threat inside the box. Yaya Toure. And it's McTominay. And it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus is onto this. Nico Williams.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alvarez, given the lift of his goal. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Jeff Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Hernes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Al Hilal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mitoma is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And here's Thuram. Baresi. Van de Ven. Baresi. And here's the chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. Vieira. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Nico Williams receives it in a wide position. It's a throw-in. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The ball's gone astray. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And here's Alvarez. Oh, what chance for a shot! Thuram might just make this.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mitoma. Oh, such a clever touch. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Nico Williams going face-to-face. Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field is number 20, Milito. Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Rijkaard tries to clear. Great ball, and he's in here. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a cute ball. That's a sharp pass. Courtois claims comfortably. Just about up to 75 minutes. Al Hilal finding their passes. Mbappe gets into a good position. McTominay does really well to win the ball there.
Al Hilal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Milito. It's anyone's ball now. And he's really put himself on the line here. Lukaku with the clearance. Nico Williams will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Some good work on the right flank here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
He's had a shot! And he's straight offside. Opts for safety. Rijkaard. Now McTominay.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Hernes, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Hullet.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he welcomes it in. That's travelling a long way. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Milito. Oh, that was vital. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Decent chance! Beckham absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
There's the shot! Goal! Morocco! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Ibrahimovic, and the shot's on here. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's been taken short. Lovely bit of skill. Cleared without hesitation. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ronaldinho, foot in. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Lukaku, just eases him off the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ball's played through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. And a shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, super! Nunez! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Keeper's dealt with that. Now the ball in. Up he goes! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Crossed in again. And again! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Stood up well to him there. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Darwin. Nunez is cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Morocco! Into the lead once more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a break. Lukaku! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So all square, and not for the first time. Well, it's Zico! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's beaten the last man. Pull it. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rijkaard. Serginho. Ball played for Zico. Seedorf makes the interception. Lukaku is onto it in a flash. Zico. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldinho. Seedorf, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ibrahimovic, good purposeful running this. That's good play. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well timed, excellent interception. Kudus. Yaya Toure. That's a good ball out wide. Could move up a gear here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Seedorf cuts it out. Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldinho. Zico goes short. Aims beyond the defence. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. Zico. Mateus. And it's Kudus. Kudus driving forwards. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thinks about the shot. Nunez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Goes looking wide. Kudus. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great vision. Hullet receives it in a wide position. Hullet. Mateus. And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And it's made its way to him. He rises! Oh, he's hit the bar! Hullet through. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's gone backward here. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Zico. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Serginho. And it's Zico. Knocks it into space. And he's cut it out. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Oh, it's Seedorf. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Zico. That has been slung wide. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Zico. And they've switched it over to the other side. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's neat. Lukaku, he's got away. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho has created one goal already. Kudus shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Lukaku.
Seedorf plays it short. Yaya Toure! It's loose now and they want... Has another go! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Mohamed Kudus. Coming on the field. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 17, Turam. Number
Almost
15,
75 minutes on the clock now.
Number 7, Iniesta.
Iniesta has it out wide and in space. Oh, such a clever touch. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Morocco needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
No, he's just misjudged that one. That's an imaginative pass. But that's an excellent interception. Hernes. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Iniesta. Might be danger here. Thuram!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now this could be a chance. Beckham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Haaland has it in a wide position. Lovely feet. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Haaland. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Train departure times from all local major stations.